Number 24, Stevenson. At the other forward position, 6 feet 7 inches. Number 3, Burton.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. The New Orleans Pelicans preparing to defend home court in this Western Conference battle. Tonight, something we don't get to see much of these days, two grinded-out half-court offenses.
Yeah, you know this word pace, Kevin. Everybody wants to have this pace where you get up more shots, analytics. Well, that's why I love the finals and the conference finals. Two teams, they know each other, and then at the end of the game, you got to execute. They know your plays, you know their tendencies. It comes down to old-school basketball when you start to get to that fourth quarter, and especially games 6 and 7.
Excellent point. Now the starting group for the visitors. There's three-pointers off the mark. Inside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And there's the first bucket of the evening.
Should be an interesting game. Both teams coming in ready to do battle.
Pass to Burton. Six to shoot. No one near him. Misses off the left iron. Down low. And the layup's good off the glass.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Dennis passes to Burton. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Now the pass to Hughes. Fires at the elbow. And the shot falls short this time. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Burton. That one doesn't go.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The mark with the outside fadeaway.
You know, the offense has just looked out of sync. Only 1 of 5 from the field.
From deep. It's good from long range. He has 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Count it.
A guy who converts well at the rim, you like to see the aggression there.
You really like him setting the tone early. Physical, challenging guys to stop him.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that have the most second chance points on the season.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Off target from three-point range.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Hughes. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Here's Burton. They had a 24-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Oh, you can tell he's frustrated to get that good of a look from three, and he didn't make it.
And there it is for him.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Burton, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Smitty, every so often we'll hear about a team holding a players-only meeting. You've been there, I'm sure. You've gone through that. What exactly goes on in those discussions?
You know, Kevin, when you hear players-only meeting, something's going wrong with the team. And obviously, we meet all the time, but when there's specific, in quotation, a players-only meeting, that's a lot of things are going wrong with the team, with individuals, with the coaches or general managers. They are trying to find a way to hash it out, and those are never good.
So he gets them both. Gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. He's guarded by Stevenson. All alone. And that one, good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Passes it to Burton. Goes back up. He lays it in.
I love the effort there. Refuses to give up on that play.
Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. He's guarded by Stevenson. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
He likes to work that in-between area, upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
Burton, the pass to Dennis. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Right now, let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. Right now, they're 5 spots below them.
You can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
And let's review some numbers for Wade. He's putting up 6 points a night, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
Shot from the wing. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
To the inside. And that one is off.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
It's tipped. Inside. It's deflected. Pass to Washington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good with the layup.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him.
To the middle. Here's Wade. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Fires the 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Hughes covering. Pass to Burton. Launches a 3. The rebound by Hughes. Hughes got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. The pass to Wade. Here's Burton. 6 points for him. And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
To the right side. Clock at 6. 11 feet away, and he connects with the jumper.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Washington passes to Galloway. 1:35 left in the first quarter. From the baseline, and it's blocked, and that one ends up out of bounds, and they'll keep possession. .131 left to play here in the first. 4 on the clock. Here's Washington. Good D by Wade. Pass to Burton. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
1:02 left in the first. Here's Washington. A three-pointer off the mark. Wade, right side. Count the basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
.35 seconds left to play here in the first. The shot by Hughes, no good. Gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Back to Wade. Pass to Burton.
Too aggressive to start this game. That's already a couple fouls already in the first.
seconds left. Misses the layup. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The away team leading by just 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive end.
That's something I relish. It's something unique. It's something to take pride in, that you have all your teammates back on the defensive end, and when it gets down to it, you're kind of that last line of defense. And obviously, defense is a team-oriented ideal, but there's something fun about that. I think there's something competitive about that.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense on every possession.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
They also want to be unpredictable. Mix up the play calling. Keep the defense guessing.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. 13 feet away. The rebound by Hughes. Hughes got 6 rebounds now in the game. The shot misses. Just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Pass to Burton. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 12. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Hitting 39% from the floor. At their best. And there's the pass to Washington. Down low. Hughes. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Hughes covering. The rebound by Hughes. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
I'll tell you, even though he's a question mark from range, you still have to defend him.
Gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Burton. The teardrop falls in. Burton's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Inside.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Wade surveying the D. Wide open look, and he makes that one. Wade's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Passes it to Galloway. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Burton. 10 points for him. Out left to the wing. And that one's on target from the wing. He's got 12. Gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And so the timeout by David Fisdale here.
In their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
These players have been vacuums on the boards recently, leading the league in rebounding the past month. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. To the wing right side. Hughes up top. Six to shoot. That three off the mark. Gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Burton, the pass to Stevenson. Hits it from three-point range. Stevenson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Hughes. There's the triple. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Now, here's Stevenson. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Hughes covering. The rebound by Hughes. Hughes got his 8th rebound here tonight. No good there off the double clutch. Gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Hughes covering, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Just 5 to shoot. Tipped away. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. So both teams changing it up here. Shot clock at 2. From deep three-point range. Ball's knocked loose.
Just hasn't had it tonight, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
Here's Dennis. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. And he gets it to go. 6 points for him. Steve, now that you've had a little time away from the game as a player, what are some of the things you notice now that maybe you didn't notice when you were playing before?
Well, I think right now the emphasis on nutrition. Kevin, I did not take that serious. I thought I could eat whatever I wanted to. And I think also right now I look and love what is going on technology-wise as far as guys being able to use technology to help their game and to enhance their game.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. He gets that one. Gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. To the wing on the left, to the inside. Burton, no good.
And the play looked good there for a second, just couldn't finish.
Well, the pass has to be on point. Then the catch and flush just doesn't work out here.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Sheer hustle and will out there. He wanted the ball more, and he went up and got it with some style.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Shot from 12. That one, no good.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. To the left side wing. Misses the wing J. Gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. .146 left to play here in the half. Three-pointer. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it goes out of bounds following the shot. Gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Kicks it to Stevenson. Puts it up from 12, and he hits the jumper for 2. Stevenson's got 5. 54 seconds left now here in the second. He's guarded by Stevenson. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Dennis passes to Stevenson. The rebound by Hughes. Hughes got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And quarter's almost over. You don't want to give the ball back here.
Gotta be smart about it. Even if you miss, you want to leave no time on the clock.
From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, it's always a little bit of a challenge playing on the road, but they came in mentally prepared and physically prepared. The energy in the arena was fierce, but they didn't cave in.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, as we know, it's always a good idea to pound the ball into the paint. So many defensive game plans are focused just on stopping the three. When you hurt a team down low, they got to react. That allows you to play inside out. Trust me, I have the blueprint. I own the blueprint. I created the blueprint. Inside, kick it back out, shoot the three. Rick Fox, B. Shaw, and big shot, Bob for 3. The crowd go crazy. I know you remember that, Ernie.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. A mediocre 41% in this one. Sweet little floater. He's got 7. 43% for the game. Dennis passes to Stevenson. Four-on-3 break. Shoots from 12. It's good. Dennis passes to Stevenson. pass to Dennis. 6 on the shot clock. He doesn't hit that one. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Burton. Misses the finger roll.
How many times have you seen him do that? Losing focus on a simple lay-in.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Inside. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
He's guarded by Stevenson. Pass to Hughes. Shoots from 14. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
To the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
Passes it to Dennis. Hughes covering. The rebound by Hughes. Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. It's rebounded by Stevenson.
A mix-up with the defense leaves him wide open for mid-range, a shot he usually makes.
Here's Burton. 16 points for him. Stevenson passes to Burton. With the shot. But they'll get another chance. Drops one in from the wing. Burton's got 18 points. And so the timeout by David Fizdale here. We talk a lot about making plays at the rim and hitting threes, but the mid-range game is still alive, Steve, and it's playing well with some players.
I love it because it's coming back. The guy I come to mind to think of, first of all, is DeMar DeRozan. I think the king of the mid-range. C.J. McCollum, Carmelo Anthony, LaMarcus Aldridge. Chris Paul, for a point guard, does a nice job.
Chris Paul, right.
Knocking down the mid-range game. I love the three-point shot, but I think the mid-range game is starting to come back. Pump fake, one dribble, and knock it down.
Now a chance to check out the top NBA block leaders. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Washington. He kicks it to Galloway. With his first shot attempt, it's rebounded by Stevenson.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. Gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Inside.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. And it's Wade with the jam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
He also is one of the most skilled finishers in the league. Yet another spectacular play.
The fader. And he overshot that one, missing. It's a close game here in New Orleans. Beyond the arc. Can't hit that one. Doing it well here in the third, about 50%. Now the pass to Burton. And a strong finish with two hands.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And this comeback was fueled by doing it on both ends of the floor. Let's see if they have that same energy level to keep this up.
Here's Galloway. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The shot by Hughes, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. A baseline J. No points on that miss. Puts him at 7 for 13 from the floor. There's the dish to Wade. At 6. With a lead. And no good. Being 40% from the field. Here's Washington. No good off the front iron. Gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. To the paint. Tries it from 9. Bucket is good. 8 points for him.
Great eye contact. Guys working in tandem in the paint.
To the middle. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Wade kicks to Stevenson. In. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7, being a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. He's guarded by Stevenson. No coverage that time.
The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so the timeout by David Fizdale here. Smitty, so much work done by the players in the offseason. In terms of development, which skills tend to be the easiest to improve upon?
I think there's one, and you got to call it a skill right now, is the easiest is getting in tip-top shape, because that's all on you. Being able to put in the time in your body and nutrition. Next, I think for guys is defensively. I think that's the skill that you obviously can work on. It's about lateral movement, and you don't need others. You can come out and work on that. Next, I think for guys is shooting. And I wouldn't say you'll be Steph Curry from one summer to another, but if you put in the work, you'll see the percentages starting to go up.
Gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Wade is covering. 6 on the shot clock. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
He gets it in there.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the third. Let's a floater go. Hughes, the pass to Galloway. Tries again. And the layup is good. He's got 7.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Being 49% on the game. They'll take that.
Timeout.
So both teams making some changes here. Goes up from the top of the key. Count it.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Passes to Dennis. Takes the 13-footer. That one doesn't drop.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
No good on the triple. Being a stellar 60% since the halftime break. To the paint, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
Good work there as it goes.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. Find the weakness in the defense.
Getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. With 1 on the clock. Misses the shot. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The away team leading by just 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Six on the shot clock. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field. Down low. Plays it up and banks it in.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
To the middle. 9 feet out. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight has held him back.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Shoots from the elbow. The shot, no good.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead, you like him to be more efficient offensively.
He drains the quick shot.
Well, you see the excellent skill set, and this is when you want to make an impact.
You're totally right. Fourth quarter, tight game. This is when the true ballers step up.
From 13, can't get it to go. His fifth miss and 10 shots from the floor. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Cuts off the pass. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
That could be a game changer. That jam just sent shockwaves through the arena.
Just 5 on the clock. Leans inside. He's off on that one.
Great position down low. He had more time to get that shot off than I think he realized.
The shot, no good.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. To tie it up. That one doesn't go. Gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Deflects the pass. Makes it off the glass.
No one rotating over to help on the mismatch. Easy lay-in. And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jim Boylan was going over with his team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Nice form on the 20-footer.
Not sure who designed that play, but he makes it count.
Gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Down low.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. There's the triple. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field.
He just can't get it cranked up from beyond the arc. No threes in this half after just hitting 1 in the first.
Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Pass to Burton. Right wing from past the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. that shot off. Gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Dennis. They grab their own miss. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Had the space there, but it's offline. Gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Burton. Look at that.
Nice.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
Stevenson outside. Just 4 to shoot. Takes the 3. No good that time. Being a mediocre 41% in this one. Over to the left wing. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Stevenson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Burton. The rebound by Hughes. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the first one at the line is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Up and in on the layup.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Buries it from 3-point range.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
That's what you have to do. Clutch shots, clutch shooters, they come through in those positions.
Dennis passes to Burton. From 12 feet out, the rebound by Hughes. Hughes got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. He's guarded by Stevenson to tie it up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Drops. He ties it up.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those 2 down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
Gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. To the inside, Burton. It's good.
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
And so the timeout by David Fisdale here. With his game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
Hey guys, no doubt who our pick is going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance. And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They shoot again. No good on the layup. To take the lead. The shot that time, not on target.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
And they do have a foul to give.
And so the timeout by David Fisdale here. Guys, your thoughts?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
A lot of time left, which should allow for a really good shot if they run the right play.
Guarded by Stevenson. To the wing on the left. It's off. Drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to one. He hits both from the stripe.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
The pass to Dennis. With the shot. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. He's guarded by Stevenson. 5 to shoot. Ripped away. Here's Burton. Pass to Dennis. Pass to Burton. The rebound by Hughes. And the ball at 42%. To take the lead. And right on target. Good. 19 points in the game. A respectable 47% from the field in this one. Burton, the pass to Stevenson. Out to the right wing. No good there.
Uh-oh. He misses the bunny. I think he thought somebody was coming over to contest it.
And the shot goes down.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Burton, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And it's in there.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Gone 0 for 3 since the end of regulation. Not how they were hoping to start out this overtime period. Here's Dennis. Count that one.
And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. Pass to Hughes. Stolen by Stevenson. Pushing it up. He gets that one. So it's the visitors now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the left wing. Hughes. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Basket counts.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
That's getting it done. He's turning up a notch now that things are getting heated.
Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
He's one of the best offensive rebounders in the league, and he demonstrated why right there.
To the middle. And he stepped in the line, so they turn it over. Feet away, up again. Dennis, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
At the line, Dennis. Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And he is unable to get the second one.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable, but now still a one-possession game. Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also.
You know, I don't believe in the word choke, but to come away empty right there is brutal. This game would have been over.
Guys, what's your take?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
Secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good. Down low. Money!
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
Guarded by Stevenson. And the pass to Hughes. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. We've got more in store for you right after this. Dennis passes to Stevenson to take the lead and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
At the line, Stevenson. At the line for 2.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And Stevenson drops them both.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
That's outstanding decision making there to change his shot and find an open teammate for an easy basket.
Passes it to Burton. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. A steal. Pass to Hughes. Clock at 4. Good D by Stevenson. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
To the inside, and the shot goes in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
He's guarded by Stevenson, and the shot is good.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
So much riding on that possession, just a huge shot. What determination on that play.
The rebound by Hughes. To the paint. Inside. Oh, and they take the lead.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Pass to Dennis. For the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. And this crowd ecstatic. They are pumped up.
And what a huge shot. You talk about an excited arena.
He's guarded by Stevenson. Good D by Stevenson. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Out left to the wing. The tray. That shot missing.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Oh, no question. He just punishes the opposition in that category, and there's no end in sight.
To the paint. Burton. Yes!
You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
And so the timeout by David Fizdale here. What's your take, guys?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
Off the left rim and out.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
To stop the run. That shot misses. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you.